Well, the level of violence meted out spontaneously against firearms officers. What is the worst case scenario? Firearms officer knocked out, attacked, disarmed. For whatever reason, these firearms officers have stopped this group of people. Yeah, we saw part of the footage, no context. Red mist or operational stress is a very, very real thing. How many of you out there have been out, family, friends? Yeah, maybe you've had a few beers, maybe you haven't. Something kicks off, you don't think. Fight or flight. Or freeze. Some people freeze. It's a very violent confrontation. Cowardly. It's cowardly. Punching people from behind. Unprovoked attack, other than stopped for maybe a search. Yeah? That officer, for me, it was appropriate. You've got to be tough, and he won't have been able to help himself. Me, seen it. Prison service, operational stress, people removed from incidents, lose it, can't control it, red mist. Me once, towards the end of my career. I'll talk about that at the end. So now we're getting a bit of context to this footage, aren't we? If you mete out violence against anyone like that, expect to get some back. If it's firearms officers, expect repercussions. Grifters, legal people grifting, yeah, bitching, racism. There's no racism involved in that. Firearms police, for me, have got to meet force with force. Like I say, red mist, operational stress comes into it. But I completely understand that, having been there. Yeah? Expect some sort of kickback. So me, operational stress, towards the end of my career, and I've seen plenty of people suffer that. And like I said, best you could, you remove them from an incident. Me, I witnessed senior officer, good lad, and the last I worked with, similar sort of thing. Spontaneous. Prisoner banjoed the senior officer, took him straight off his feet, and then banjoed the lass. Luckily, he caught her with forearm, took her off her feet, boom, on floor, whiplash. Me, I'm waiting at a gate to get through, a locked electronic gate. When that gate come open, I let go of my keys there on a chain. I had a radio in my hand. I dropped it. Took this lad off his feet, apparently, because it's like a car crash moment. You cannot control yourself. Into a cell doorway, pinned him down, and banged him 4 or 5 times with my right hand. Couldn't use my left. I'm left-handed, me, a left hooker. Might have been a different thing if I used my left. Restricted space. Cameras on the wing, no consequence. I'd lost it. Red mist, operational stress. Bam, bam, bam. People, 6, 7, 8, trying to pull me off him. Sam. It didn't matter. I'd completely lost it. Them, round me, they weren't protecting me from the cameras. They were trying to get me off him. Yeah? It's a very, very real thing. You're going to meter out violence spontaneously against police, against firearms officers. There's going to be some comeback. Man up. Man up. Crying and bitching. Racism and things like that. No. Appropriate. It's got to be fair and appropriate. Just going to leave it there, guys. I couldn't let this go. Got to say something on this subject. Let's see where it goes. But that officer, for me, maybe get a warning and reinstated. The firearms officers, for fuck's sake. It's at an airport. They need to be able to do the job. And do not forget, worst case scenario, a firearms officer gets disarmed. Thanks for your continued support. God bless you all. Completely behind them officers there. Thanks for coming. I'll see thee.